Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria, Australia. And I think I've used this once before along with the Cutest Crew, the Help Me Grow set. These are the stamps. Just see there. I'm not using many of the stamps, only using the little hello and the handle for the trowel or the shovel or the rake. I'm not sure whether we'll use them yet because I haven't quite finished didn't quite get my samples done. So I thought, oh, well, I'll worry about that later. I can finish the two together. And these are the dies. I think I've said before you could you could very easily get away with just the dies for this set. I shouldn't be telling you that, but you could, because the only thing that's stamped, and you don't need to stamp that, is the pot. There's a couple of sentiments that I'm using the hello. There's the dirt, which is handy, and these ones for the handles of the tools, but you could easily cut them out of designer series paper. So, and you don't really need them because you've got dies. Okay, and I'm also going to, this card came together by accident. Well, I had the idea I wanted to use Help Me Grow, and then, so I'm also using these two stamps, not the foiling, not the dies, just the stamps, the one we used last week, and this one with the bricks. And how this came about, I picked up what did I do with it? I think I've put it in the tub. I had this piece of cardstock sitting on top of one of my stamps, and I thought, oh, what's that there, that pink bit? And I pulled it out and I put one of the pots, it was the brick wall that I had foiled, and I put the pot next to it, and I thought, oh, that looks rather cool. So that's where the idea for this stamp grew, for this card grew. I have already watercoloured. We're going to do some watercolouring this afternoon. I have already watercoloured, where am I? Some, but I thought, where's my other one? Oh, here we go. And did you know you can use the other side of the, where is it to show you what I mean? Don't throw these bits out. You can use the other side of them. That's our Fluid 100 watercolour paper. So I've got these two bits, and an afterthought was these little ones here. I thought I might do them as well. Put them on this card and put them on my other one that I'm not quite finished. Might as well do them all. And there's my ones I've done. I had a bit of an accident last night. I was in here doing this and I was cleaning, I had ink on my ink pads that wouldn't move, so I grabbed my methylated spirits, and because of my silly eyes I knocked it over, didn't I? I can see where it's gone. It's splashed into my ink pads, so it doesn't go in there, but it's around there. I grabbed out my Berry Burst before and I thought, oh dear. So what I'm going to do differently today is, instead of using the Soft Sea Foam to do the base, this is how the leaves turned out the way I did them earlier, which is fine, but I thought instead of using that, I might use the lemon lime, and I've used Granny Apple. Instead of using that, I might use Lemon Lime Twist. And I'm only going to put the lemon lime twist in there because they're both greens, and I'm probably going to get them mixed up if I don't do them separately. So I think I want to, making sure you can see, I think I want to just wet these first. Usually I find that it usually works better if you wet your watercolour paper first. I'm getting a bit of a black image on there. Oh well, it'll be at the back, so we won't worry about that. Just put a teensy bit of water in there. And you can always test it on, it's probably a bit dark. Remember though, with watercolouring, it does lighten off as it dries. So I think I'm going to do the whole pieces with the lemon lime, and then we'll add some texture with our granny apple. There's many different ways you could do this. You don't have to do the whole one. I could leave bits of white here. So that's already drying off lighter. Squeeze my brush, get a bit more. Yeah, I've lost all my colour now, haven't I? And a little tiny bit more. You don't need to use much. Sometimes if I'm doing a lot of watercolouring, I like to use my ink refills, but if I'm not doing much, I just like to grab my, especially if your inks are a little bit over inked, you grab them and use them. You can, or if you're doing, you want to either watercolouring or sponging, it uses up some of that ink that you've got excess of. That hasn't gone all over there, probably because I've got my paper towel folded over. But I'm just going back over there just to wet them a bit more. Okay, and I might actually just put the, oops, that's coming off there. May as well stay off. That wasn't a very successful idea, putting those sticky things at the bottom of the ink pads around your inkers. It didn't work at all. Better off to putting little dots on the top of them, which I did laboriously do at one stage, but they've obviously used up the ink refill and it's gone by the by. Just put a little bit of water in, and then I'm gonna just test that on here. Don't paint the whole thing, just do little bits. Doesn't matter if you get some bits that are white. Just adding a bit of texture. I might do my big leaves first. Make sure I've got enough. I think I'm going to like these ones better. It's just a bit more. I love colour. I don't like things that are too pale. But you can do whatever is your preference. I'll just squeeze that out. hopefully won't run out of that. Still got green in there. I think that's good. Now, what is next? Hello, Miss Sharon. Hey, Sharon, did you realise that I noticed you've ordered something. Did you realise that that's included when you get the whole system? I'm protecting your privacy by not saying what you ordered, just in case. Or did someone want something? Did someone else want the extra thing that you ordered? Too late now anyway, the order's gone in, hasn't it? So this one's Petal Pink, and we're going to do our pot and our base. I always tap my... Oh, I didn't wet it first, did I? You can see the difference. This one we will wet first. What was I saying? Can't even remember what I was saying. And we'll go all over it with the Petal Pink. I think last time I did this, I did it on, I think I die cut the piece onto Petal Pink, and then I'm going to make that a bit wetter. And then added some sponging. So there's so much you can do with this set, and that doesn't have to be perfect because a pot is not perfect, is it? I'm going to add a couple more layers to our pot, layers of colour. We're going to, what was next? What did I do next? I think I did early espresso. I've got to use pecan pie, and there's, yeah, I think this is what I did anyway. Yeah, that's what I think I did. I think I used early espresso. I'm going to put that in the pink one, I reckon, because I don't really think it will matter. Come on. We just need a little bit of that. Rather a strong colour. So that looks like a hot mess at the moment, but hopefully it will start to look okay. Probably got it a bit darker than what I wanted. How am I going to get all this ink out of here? Takes a bit. Interesting how some of these inks have got, I notice when I use, sometimes when I used Old Olive, it's got like a brownie, or no, it's not Old Olive, it's Mossy Meadow. It's got kind of a, when you watercolour with it, it's got kind of a brownish tinge, and the early espresso has got kind of a purplish tinge, as you can see where I've tried to wash out my brush. You can see the purple on the brush, so it must have tones of purple in it. I don't really want any purple when I pick up the pecan pie. Let's get that clean. My brush isn't empty, I don't think. This is actually a lot darker than what I did with my, just using the which one is it, that one? When I just use my ink pads, it's working out darker. Well, I'll just see what it looks like when it's done. I'm sure it can't look that bad. Just leave that to dry a little bit. Try and get all this brown out. I'll actually move these over to here so they're not sitting on wet. Might dry a bit quicker. So I do need my pot to dry before I do something else to it. Now we've just got our flowers to do. I might have to change brushes because I don't know if I'm going to get this clean. Probably should have brought some water in for me to wash my brush out in it. Probably would have been a good idea. But after last night, probably not a good idea because I may have spilt it. Although at least it didn't go. My card front was lucky. It just went above it. It didn't. It could have been disastrous. I might try a different brush, I think, and I'll get some more paper towel for my flowers. I don't want them green and brown. You can see all the equipment, but not what you're doing. Oh, sorry, Sharon, I forgot to look. Sorry about that. Thought I was in the screen. Down there. No, I missed a leaf. Never mind. I'll put it up here and you should be able to see. Just going to grab all my flowers because I'm not sure how many I'm going to need. I may as well do them all and then we can use as many as we need. This is also out of watercolour paper as well. Got them all in my little thing here. I've got another leaf there. Another one here. Don't really need all them, but we've got them there, so okay. Now, what did I do next? I used Bubble Bath. I like that colour, but I don't use it very often. I think I'll use a smaller brush. Get myself 2 drops of that. I'm using a medium brush. I'm going to squeeze it to get it to come down. Got it. I'm going to wet these first. Can we see now? You can't see, can you? I've done with my... Let me pull that forward a bit. Is that better? It's not really. Oh, gosh. Nothing wants to move here. Ugh. My embossing tray is stuck there. Doesn't want to shift. Okay. Those there. Must have had green on my hands because it's gone on there. Now we should be able to see. Is that better? Sorry, everyone. This one's a bit of a stubborn brush. Bit hard to... get the water out. Well, we've had 2 days of no fog, so that's been nice after a week or so of foggy days. Foggy and cold, not even getting to 10 degrees. Or only getting to 10 degrees, I should say. Was 10 degrees most days. Some days was only 8. So I'm going to paint all of these with Blushing Bride, and we see. Which will be darker than my other card because I'm using the refill. Must remember that. As I said, you don't have to paint the whole thing. That's up to you. I probably don't need all these, so good to have a bit of variety anyway with the flowers, some not as dark as the others. Just squeeze that through and get that one wet. Drying out pretty quick. Yeah, I don't want you dry, I want you wet. Okay, now some Berry Burst. I think I see it here, the Berry Burst. No, it's Melon Mambo. You still can't see. It's showing on my computer screen that you can see, Sharon. Probably my arm's in the road, but I'm sorry about that. I've got to use my arm. I can't cut it off. Come on. Maybe I've got to move these and move this over here, maybe. Going to be better. Takes a while for it to catch up, so it's a bit tricky. That's better. My camera's here, so I should have known that. Sorry, Sharon. Right. Same as before. This is all I did, so it's not rocket science. It was just putting some colour on and then adding a different colour just randomly. Nothing, not rocket science, just Just trying to get a bit of texture in these flowers. Don't want to do all of them. Now, is that all I've got to do? I think so. Just get a bit of that off. Actually, no, I'm gonna. Oh, I'm nearly out of my paper towel. I should have checked that, shouldn't I? Have got some more, but it's out in the kitchen, so I might put these brushes over here. To disappear that so I don't knock it. Oh, I need that again actually, but I need a bigger desk. Let me put that one over there, that one over there as well, but not on top of it. I don't want pink leaves. Now for the front of this card, where is it? Instead of the foiling, I'm going to use the stamp. We're going to sort of simulate what, well, I'm going to do that where my fingers aren't. So we use our embossing buddy. Some Versamark. We're going to use some copper embossing powder. I think I want the flat one next. You have to excuse whether this is straight or crooked because my eyes are still not behaving. My optometrist doesn't want me to drive without wearing my glasses, which I haven't got yet, so yeah. I've been doing that for the last 12 months, so, but I haven't been driving out of town anyway. Which makes it a bit tricky because I've got appointments coming up in Bendigo, so yeah, anyway, we'll see how that goes. That's that. Grab our embossing powder. This is copper, like I said before. I'm glad that's much better for you, Sharon. I need to learn to watch as well as do, don't I? It's a little bit crooked. When you do the foiling, it gets on there nice and straight. So anyway, this is an alternative if you don't have the foiling or you don't want to buy the foiling. And also we don't have copper in the foils, but they say there's more colours coming, so hopefully we've got some Christmas ones, hopefully we've got some sort of brownie one. I'm going to just heat this up first. I'm going to turn the, where is it? Turn myself on mute. That one there, I think. Now we're going to use we did a class with the foiling the other day. We didn't do all foiling, but we used, and it was the first time I'd used it. Sharon loves hers, don't you? This thing, this new positioner tool. So I'm going to put the leafy thing. It's called Botanical Glow, and the other one was called Echoes of Detail, the brick wall one. So they are great stamp sets in their own right. This one, it sticks, like it really sticks. I struggled to get it off the, I didn't use the this board, this positioning tool the first time I did my samples, but I thought, oh, well, I will use it, because if anyone in class that doesn't stamp properly, well, they can have another go and stamp it again. I wasn't really worried about mine. So, and I found it really good. We do need to use our dustery thing. Now, where did I put the other one? Oh, like that. Got to find where I put that now. That might have been up here. No. Just looking at my other one, I had it. Kind of had it like that. So maybe I needed to, but that worked on the other one. Why do things work and then they don't? Get my little magnets out as well. Probably putting that in the wrong spot. The one there. Oh, that's probably what I did. No, because that's going off the thing. You can't have it there because it's not going to stamp. Goodness me. I did this without thinking of it yesterday, and now it's not going to let me. I'll have to bring it down a bit, perhaps. Perhaps that's the trouble. Or was it like, might have been like that. Sometimes that's the easiest way, to pick it up and deal with it like that. That's better. That's what I did. Got no nails, so I'm fumbling. Now, where do we go? Like this. We're going to pick our stamp up. I'll get some ink on that in a sec, and grab our, oh, we don't need our embossing putty. What am I doing? And the other one I used, soft sea foam, which is nice and light, but we're going to change it a little bit. So we're going to use Lemon Lime Twist. Just make sure you got the Stampin' Up! Thing down the bottom. Maybe you can't see that either. Let's push it up the top so you can see what I'm actually doing. And just press. But with these fairly large stamps, you probably need to press, like give it a press like that. Now I'm just going to see if I can have a peep. See how dark that is. It's actually not too dark. It's just right. I'll do it 3 times. And just press it again. Oh, didn't stamp up there. Why didn't you stamp up there? That's why we're using the positioning tool. That didn't happen the last time. If it's going to happen, it'll happen live, won't it? Hopefully that didn't move. It shouldn't. It's not. Maybe I don't have ink on that bit there. That must be the reason. That has actually moved. That wasn't a very good lesson, was it? Because this stamp is sticking, but that didn't do that last night. There's something I'm not doing right. It's not. Should be no reason why that's not working. No reason at all. The reason I embossed is so that I could get a emboss resist technique happening. It's still not stamping there. Why not? Why aren't you stamping there? I'll just move my magnets. Maybe they're stopping it. See if we can get this all stamped. It's not going to be, oops, not there. It's not going to be perfect. I did actually move it and do it twice when I did it last night. I just can't figure what's happening. No, it just doesn't want to. It doesn't want to cooperate. Well, you know what? I'm just going to take it off there and put it on a big block. So I don't know what the heck is wrong with it. Bring these back. I need to do something to my pots. These are pretty much dry. Those are probably not because they've been sitting in the wet. Move them up there. They should be dry momentarily. If not, we can give them a hit with the heat till all the green bits are dry. That might need a hit as well. Grab my tweezers. I'm not going to try and turn volumes down. If that's dry. Might need to again in a minute. Move those out the way because I don't want to get ink on them. I'm going to get some splatter on these to make them look a bit natural. Go to the front end. I could have getting little dots everywhere. I don't know if I want maybe some darker ones. So you can do it with your blends. These are the, this one's SU100. They're just the, I don't know, I can never remember what they're called, neutrals or something, I think. And of course, it's made my bone folder all inky. So we can grab our little one now. May as well use all the brushes, mightn't we? And grab the, there's the brown, the Early Espresso. I think it's that one. Let me push that out. Let's pick up a bit of this. Just going to do a trial run. I had ink everywhere on the one I did last night with the white ink. That's better. Just to make it look a bit more authentic. Maybe I'll put the other ones there. Okay. Then I'm going to use one of my old inks and some, actually I probably should dry that. Has it dried already? I think that's dried. A little drop of white craft ink. And just want a little bit of water in there. No, it might be a bit thick. We'll see how we go. I need some more water. And you see, I think you can see. Sadly out of water on that. That's better. Don't want it too runny. You just want it looking like it's a pot that's been sitting out in the weather. more white on the pot, a bit on the base. Oh, look, it's going everywhere except where I want it. I hope it's not going on my phone. This is the trouble with doing things live. Put a cork in that. And I've got it all over everything here. Just going to have a bit of a tidy up. Touch that with hands. That needs to be dried off too. I need to clean that. Have another bit of a dry of these. If I put that up there, maybe I'll take these off here and put them here. They should be dry. Try and get rid of that. And that. Now, is that where you can see me? Now we're gonna, first we'll put the pot in the saucer. Then we'll grab a dimensional to stick those together. Let me put that there where you can see what I'm doing. Those in there. We'll put this one in here. This one in here. Put another dimensional to, actually I probably should have put them in separately. This one here hasn't got a very long stem. Let me see if that's grabbed it. Oh yeah, that should be all right. Then our flowers. So I might put glue on them. Don't want a huge amount of glue, just a little bit. Might as well get all the ones I want. They're a little bit damp, but I think they'll be fine. Right, if I'd had the glue on there before, it would have been easier to manage. Anyway, let's see how we go. I'll put this, kind of wrap it around there. So it can stick to a leaf. So it looks like it's in amongst the flowers and not just stuck on. And then, where did I put the other one? Got to juggle this a bit. Maybe that one can go here, maybe. So that's probably a bigger one than should be two little ones. No, we'll use this one. Should be all right. Seeing I've got the glue on it. And also, this is fiddly. It really is. But they're pretty. And then if I press that down, And then where did I put the front one? I've got it in a different spot this time. So try and get that one kind of in and around there. Yeah, that looks all right, I think. A few more dimensionals on. That can go on our card. Just put a couple on the leaves. Making sure you can't see them. Just to give it a bit more dimension. Get off my finger. Let me turn that up. Make sure you can't see any of my dimensionals. You can't. And I think a good idea if I took the backs off these, wouldn't it? Might stick then. So then, oops, we can stick our pot just there. I reckon. And I was toying with the idea of putting some of these. Let's just see how, if we like how that looks. A couple of these, kind of like that. And like that. Somehow it's not going to stick on there because I've got glue on my fingers, and then stick. I think I will. I think I'll just stick that one down. Living dangerously here. Stick that like that. Maybe I want a dimensional on the next one. Oh, I was forgetting to shape my leaves. That one there. And another one here. Maybe I won't stick that down in case I want to move it. And where did my flower go? And a flower that's fallen off. We can pretend it's fallen off and go just there. I think that doesn't look too bad. Thanks for sticking with me. All my mistakes. Well, not really mistakes. It's equipment that wouldn't work for some reason. And I still don't know why, which is a bit frustrating. Now I did emboss Hello, which comes with the set, on the tag to pop it there. And I'll just, pardon me, I'll just put some dimensionals on there. As you all know how to emboss, I just showed you that with the brickwork, didn't I? We won't, because that's so narrow, we won't stick any glue on there, and that should stick like so. And we could, I've got two options. I did, I'll put the handles on both and then we'll decide what we want to use. I'm actually not sure whether that goes. Does that go there or does it go, yeah, it must go there. So I'll just grab some seal. Whatever I don't use, I'll use on my other card. Oh, does it go there or there? Thanks, Sharon. I'm gonna have a sneaky look in my photos to see where that jolly well goes. The end of the fork. Because I'm not sure. I think it looks like others have put that. I don't know. I don't think I. Yeah, I think it looks better like that, actually. Grab the fork and see. Where's that one maybe? No. So I can put that there, but we'll show some of the fork. But with that one, you probably can't, can you? Oh, yeah, maybe. Just that they're a bit big. Yeah, I think that's how they go. Okay, go to full screen here. All right, now let's see. Oh, I don't think I've got room to put that. This is what you can do, but I don't think I want that. I didn't do this on my other card. I think I've got the flowers there. They can be for another day, I think. You agree, Sharon? I think I just want a bit of twine on that pot. Well, I guess I better put it on its base too, hadn't I? That might be a good idea. What do I do with my scissors? Just got a double piece, and I'm just going to tie a little bow in a double. I've got a dimensional backing on my sticky fingers. It's messed everything up, I think. I should have tied the bow before, because once your fingers get sticky, that's very tricky. Only want a little one, so. We've got very big tails. We don't need big tails. There we go. I don't want them the same size. I think it adds a little more interest if you don't have them the same. Might be just me, but that's what I think. There we go. Now we need a glue dot to stick that on. And we need to roll that over because it's a big glue dot is too big for the twine. And I have a Cajun Crows base for it to go on. I think I'm just going to stick that on with seal. I think for the inside, I won't do that tonight. I won't do that live. I think I'll just grab that leafy stamp and do a leaf for the inside. And I guess I better embellish this as well. No, I'll show you my simple card while I find some embellishments. I've got more leaves and flowers for next time if I want to use the same colours, that is. So there's our card. There's the one I've partially assembled with the, this one's with the soft sea foam, and I've used soft sea foam and granny apple for the leaves. I've done the pot and the flowers the same. And my simple one was, come here, I didn't emboss, I just used the Cajun Crows ink for my bricky background, and I haven't watercoloured. I've just cut the pot out of the paper, and I've cut the flowers and the leaves out of just white, and I've sponged on them. So you don't have to watercolour, you can do whatever you like. Now, let's see what embellishments I've got. Should have had them out, shouldn't I? Right, I didn't. Well, it's nice to look through and see what you've got. What about these? No, wrong colour. I've got quite a lot of neutrally ones, I think. This is just using what you have. Don't worry about what's current because it's all coming and going too fast for everyone. Here we go. We might use this one I want to do. I might use, why is that stuck under there? We might use, the copper looking ones. I could use some Berry Burst if I had them. Not sure if I've got them or not, but let's just, can probably put these away from the brick because it's probably almost the same colour as the brick. Let's do that. And another one. These are probably not current, but like they've got to be used, don't they? Can this hide a blemish or highlight it? Who knows? And see, I wasn't joking. My leaves worked perfectly with the one I did last night, so I don't know what the problem was today. Just decided, the internet just decided it didn't like me and I wasn't going to let me do things. So I might add some more foliage to this, and the same as what I've done on this one too. Just finishes it off. So I'll show you these ones again. Love them all. Thanks, Sharon, and thanks for watching. So I will see you next Thursday night. Bye-bye.